welcome to our breakdown the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This book teaches how power works, how to get it, keep it, and defend yourself from those who use it against you. Law 1. Never outshine the master. This means you should never make your boss, leader, or anyone above you look bad in comparison to you. If you do, they might see you as a threat and push you out. Let's look at why this law matters and how to use it in real life. People in power want to feel important. If you show that you are smarter, more talented, or more successful than them, they may feel insecure. And insecure leaders often remove anyone who makes them look weak. Real-life examples. Galileo versus the Church. Galileo proved that the earth moves around the sun, but the Church, which had power, insisted the opposite. Because Galileo challenged them openly, he was punished. Lesson. Sometimes it's safer to keep your knowledge quiet if it threatens those in charge. The king and his rich minister, Fouquet. A French king's minister, Fouquet, threw a huge party to show off his wealth. The king felt humiliated and jealous, so he arrested Fouquet. Lesson. Don't show off too much, especially in front of your boss. Thomas More versus King Henry VIII. Thomas More disagreed with the king's decisions. Instead of staying quiet, he openly opposed him and was executed. Lesson. Even if you are right, disagreeing too strongly with a powerful person can be dangerous. Why this law exists. All leaders have fragile egos, even the nice ones. Your job is to make them feel secure, not threatened. Example. A Tesla engineer corrected Elon Musk in public meeting, fired within weeks. How to use this law. Let your boss shine, give them credit for successes. Be careful with your skills, don't show off too much. Use flattery wisely, compliment their ideas even if they're not great. Stay humble, act like you are learning from them, even if you know more. When to break this rule. If your leader truly rewards talent, rare. When you are ready to start your own business team. During emergencies, then dial it back afterward. Let's recap Law 1. 1. Make others feel brighter than you. 2. Hide some of your best moves. 3. Your intelligence is a weapon, keep it holstered. One of the most shocking laws from Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use enemies. Now this might sound cold-hearted, but stick with me. This law has saved kings from betrayal and helped CEOs keep their jobs. I'll show you real examples where trusting friends backfired terribly, and how smart leaders actually use their enemies to their advantage. Here's the brutal truth. Your friends will often disappoint you, but your enemies, they can be surprisingly useful. Why? Because friends get comfortable and stop trying. Friends might secretly envy your success, but enemies, they're already motivated to prove themselves. It's like that saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Real stories. The Godfather's lesson. Remember Michael Corleone? He trusted his brother Fredo completely. Big mistake. Fredo betrayed him to rivals. Meanwhile, he kept his enemies where he could watch them and stayed in power. Lincoln's genius move. Abraham Lincoln shocked everyone by putting his political enemies in his cabinet. Why? Because it stopped them from plotting against him. They worked extra hard to prove themselves. He turned threats into assets. Steve Jobs' $650 million mistake. Jobs trusted John Scully to run Apple. Scully later fired Jobs from his own company. This cost Jobs 11 years away from Apple and $650 million to buy back his company. Now let's make this practical for your life. With friends, enjoy friendships, but don't depend on them completely. Notice if they're truly happy for your success. Never share all your plans or weaknesses. With enemies, rivals, give them tasks to prove themselves. Watch how they handle small responsibilities first. Use their skills without giving full trust. At work, document important agreements. Watch for colleagues who take credit for your work. Build relationships across departments, not just with your team. Now, this law isn't absolute. You can ignore it when you find truly loyal friends, they're rare but precious. Someone has proven their trustworthiness over years. In personal relationships where love matters more than power. Recap Law 2. 1. Keycap friends can betray you when you least expect it. 2. Keycap enemies often work harder to prove themselves. 3. Keycap the smartest leaders use both carefully. How many times have you revealed your plans only to see them fail? Maybe someone stole your idea or blocked your move. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. One of the most powerful strategies series in Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. I'll show you why showing your cards makes you weak, how masters of deception like Steve Jobs and FDR used this law. 3 simple tricks to hide your plans without lying. 1. Why revealing plans fails. People block what they see coming: office promotions, business deals. Your ideas get stolen. Happens to entrepreneurs daily. You lose the element of surprise, the most powerful weapon. Real story. When Steve Jobs created the iPhone, he made engineers work in locked rooms and told Apple staff it was just a new iPod. Result: total market shock when revealed. 2. How to hide your plans. Trick 1. The decoy move. Talk loudly about plan A that you don't care about. Work silently on plan B, your real goal. Example: a salesman mentions wanting management role, decoy, while secretly building his own business. Real plan. Trick 2. The zigzag. Make small moves in random directions. Only you see the full picture. Historical case. Franklin D. Roosevelt hid his polio disability by never being photographed in his wheelchair. People saw only what he allowed. Trick 3. The silent worker. Never announce "I'm going to." Just show results when ready. Work hack. Instead of telling coworkers about your job hunt, quietly interview and only announce when you resign. When to break this rule? With true mentors who help your grow. For team projects needing collaboration in close relationships, but still keep some mystery. Let's recap today's power lesson. 1. Keycap: never reveal your full plan upfront. 2. Keycap: use decoy moves and zigzag tactics. 3. Keycap: surprise is equal to power when you finally act. Ever met someone who talks way too much? They overshare, explain too much, and end up looking weak. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. One of the most practical laws in Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. I'll show you why silence makes you powerful. How billionaires like Elon Musk use this trick. 3 word-forward scripts to sound more impressive. This works in job interviews, negotiations, even dating. 1. Why talking too much fails. More words is equal to more mistakes. Every extra sentence is a risk. Mystery creates respect. People fill gaps with their assumptions. Listeners tune out. Attention spans are 8 seconds. Real example. When Twitter offered to buy Instagram, Kevin Systrom, Instagram's CEO, simply said no. No explanation. The offer went from $500 million to $1 billion in months. 2. How to speak powerfully. 4:30. Trick 1. The 1 to 2 sentence rule. Answer questions in 15 words or less. Then stop. Makes people lean in. Scripts. Crossmark. Well, there were many factors. First, the market. White heavy check mark. We doubled sales by focusing on one client type. Stop. Trick 2. The strategic pause. When asked tough questions, pause 3 seconds. Give short answer. Smile silently. Works for salary negotiations, awkward questions, criticism. Trick 3. The deflection move. Instead of answering directly, what's interesting is change topic. Before I answer, what's your take? When to break this rule? Teaching, coaching, people need explanations. With trusted friends, family. When deliberately oversharing to build rapport. Let's burn this into your brain. 1. Keycap: fewer words is equal to more power. 2. Keycap: use pauses like a pro. 3. Keycap: make them work for your answers. What's worth more than money, connections, or even talent? Your reputation. A single rumor can destroy careers, but a strong reputation, it makes people hand you opportunities without you even asking. Law 5. Guard your reputation with your life, the law that separates the untouchable from the disposable. I'll show you how one CEO lost $400 million in minutes from a bad rep. The 3-step shield technique used by powerful people. Why your online presence is your new resume. This isn't about being fake, it's about being strategic. Let's go. 1. Why reputation is equal to power. People judge you before meeting you. LinkedIn, gossip, Google searches. Good rep is equal to less resistance. Doors open automatically. Bad rep sticks like glue. One scandal can haunt you for years. Real example. Martin Shkreli, pharma CEO, raised a drug price 5,000% and smirked about it on camera. His reputation became most hated man in America, lost everything, even his freedom. 2. How to build a bulletproof reputation. Step 1. The spotlight rule. Assume everything you do say could go viral. Ask, would this look bad as a headline? Step 2. The bank account method. Every good deed is equal to plus $1 in rep bank. Every mistake is equal to minus $100. Always stay in the positive. Step 3. The shadow team. Have 3 people who will publicly defend you, not just privately. Cultivate mentors, colleagues, clients who will vouch for you. Pro tip. Elon Musk deliberately tweets, for the people to balance his ruthless CEO rep. How to fix a damaged reputation. Own mistakes fast before others define them. Overcorrect with generosity, visible good deeds. Change environments if needed. Sometimes you need a fresh start. Case study. When Starbucks had a racism scandal, they closed every US store for a day to retrain staff. Turned disaster into reputation boost. Here's your crown polishing checklist. 1. Keycap. Your name is a brand. Protect it harder than your bank account. 2. Keycap. Build a shadow team of defenders. 3. Keycap mistakes. Fix them loudly and fast. What do Marilyn Monroe, Donald Trump, and Lady Gaga all have in common? They mastered Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Before you even knew their names. In a world where 500 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute, being good isn't enough. You need to be unforgettable. Today we are revealing the 3-second rule all celebrities use. How a nobody artist became famous overnight with one stunt. Real story. When unknown author Dhoniele Clayton wanted a book deal, she sent editors a box with a single pearl earring like her protagonist wore. Got 6 offers. When attention backfires. The Kardashian trap. Pain without substance burns out fast. The one-trick pony. Novelty wears off without real skills. The solution. Always pay attention with actual competence. Here's your attention cheat sheet. 1. Keycap. Better to be talked about than forgotten. 2. Keycap. Multiply your talent. X visibility is equal to success. 3. Keycap. Turn your flaws into features. What if I told you the most powerful people rarely do the actual work? They master Law 7. Get others to do the work but take the credit. Steve Jobs didn't code. Elon Musk doesn't build cars, but history remembers their names. We are exposing the magician's trick all leaders use. How a 23-year-old intern outmaneuvered senior executives. Why taking credit is actually ethical when done right. Warning, this law will make you rethink everything about hard work. 1. The hard work trap. Doers stay doers, while visionaries get promoted. Your hands-on work makes you indispensable in your current role. That's bad. Visible results, invisible effort. Nobody cares how hard you work. Painful truth. The Wright brothers fought over who invented the airplane while their mechanic, Charlie Taylor, who built the engine, died penniless. 2. How to apply this law ethically. Strategy 1. The orchestra conductor method. You don't play instruments, you make the music happen. Script. Our team achieved this while everyone knows you led it. Strategy 2. The spotlight share. Give specific credit to others. Genius coding made this possible. Then pivot to your role. My vision was to. Strategy 3. The invisible hand. Plant ideas for others to execute. Let them feel ownership while guiding the outcome. Genius example. Thomas Edison's invention factory employed 200 people. He took credit for their inventions but made sure they were well paid and famous in niche circles. When this backfires, credit hogging destroys trust fast. Underestimating key people leads to mutiny. The sweet spot. Be known as the person who makes things happen. Law 7 decoded. 1. Keycap. Stop being the workhorse, become the director. 2. Keycap. Credit strategically but claim your leadership. 3. Keycap. Your value isn't in doing, it's in delivering. Want to know how to make people chase you instead of you chasing them? Law 8. Make others come to you. Use bait if necessary. Is all about becoming the prize, the person others want to work with, date, or do business with. You'll learn the bait and switch trick billionaires use. Why chasing people makes you look desperate. 3 psychological tricks to make them come to you. First. 1. Why chasing people makes you weak. The more you chase, the less they value you. Powerful people don't beg, they attract. Example, when Apple releases a new iPhone, they don't beg you to buy it. They make you line up. 2. How to make people come to you. Trick 1. The mystery hook. Don't reveal everything upfront. Example, instead of saying I need this job in an interview, say I'm selective about where I work. Trick 2. The scarcity play. Make yourself seem in demand. Example, I've got a few offers but I'm still considering options. Trick 3. The reverse chase. Let them pitch you. Example, if someone's ignoring you, stop texting. Wait, they'll wonder why you disappeared. Real life case. Elon Musk doesn't advertise Tesla cars. He drops cryptic tweets and the media runs with it for free. When to break this rule? If you are the underdog, sometimes you have to hustle. In emergencies, don't play games when it's life or death. With family, close friends, love shouldn't be a power game. Let's recap Law 8. 1. Keycap. Stop chasing, start attracting. 2. Keycap. Use mystery and scarcity to make them curious. 3. Keycap. Power isn't taken, it's surrendered by those who chase too hard. While others waste breath arguing, winners let their moves do the talking. Law 9. Win through actions, not arguments. You'll learn why the best revenge is no revenge, just success. How one athlete humiliated critics without saying a word. 3 silent tactics to shut down opponents permanently. This works against bullies, toxic coworkers, and internet trolls. 1. Why arguments are for losers. Debates rarely change minds, people double down. Every explanation makes you look defensive. Example, Kobe Bryant's 81-point game after the media said he was washed up. Zero trash talk, just buckets. 2. How to crush opponents silently. Tactic 1. The shadow strike. When attacked, disappear and work. Return with undeniable results. Where would the hate go? Alright, drowned in my success. Tactic 2. The fact ambush. Let critics hang themselves with their own words. Then release irrefutable proof, emails, data, video. Example, journalist claims Elon Musk fakes milestones. SpaceX live streams Mars rocket, asterisk. Tactic 3. The legacy move. Spend zero time on haters. Build something that outlives them. You'll be forgotten. My work won't. Historical case. Steve Jobs versus Microsoft. Instead of whining about stolen ideas, he created the iPhone and made Windows look ancient. When words are necessary. 8 o'clock. Legal battles. Lawyers do the talking. Protecting your team. Leaders absorb attacks. Teaching moments if it helps others. Law 9 distill. 1 keycap arguments is equal to attention for losers. 2 keycap actions is equal to permanent reputation. 3 keycap let your results be the mic drop. Emotions are more contagious than the flu. 1 toxic person can ruin your life before you even notice. Law 10 avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Brutal but true. Victims create more victims. Winners protect their energy like a billionaire guards his bank account. You'll learn the 3 types of emotional vampires to cut off immediately. How one CEO saved his company by firing a complainer. Scripts to distance yourself without burning bridges. This isn't about being cruel, it's about survival. 1. Why misery loves company. Negativity spreads 3x faster than positivity. Harvard study. Lucky people avoid bad luck people. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Example, that friend who always complains. Soon you start complaining too. 2. Spot and remove these 3 types. Type 1. The chronic victim. Always the wronged party. Drains you with endless dramas. Script that stuff. Have you considered? Solution? Then disengage. Type 2. The misfortune magnet. Everything just happens to them. Their chaos infects your life. Move. Stop sharing projects resources. Type 3. The joyless critic. Mocks others' success. Secretly hates happy people. Defense. Interesting perspective. Exit conversation. Business case. A startup founder fired his brilliant but miserable CTO. Team productivity soared 200% in 3 months. How to escape gracefully. The slow fade. Reduce contact gradually. The polite wall. Wish I could help. Swamped right now. The strategic replacement. Introduce them to someone else's circle. Law 10 survival kit. 1 keycap misery is contagious. Wear a mental mask. 2 keycap 3 toxic types to quarantine immediately. 3 keycap protect your energy like your life depends on it.